Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to I think it was 41 degree, Thursday the 4th of June. It is, oh, my watch switched, 57 degrees now. I don't know why it was showing me my health rings already this first thing in the morning. I think it's probably talking about yesterday because everything was closed up. But anyway, a little hay fever going on, so I apologize for the nasaliness, or however do you say that. But let's roll to the Southland. I got a BMW clutch to install. Oh, Sasha ate all her food today. Last night she actually had a fever, just moped around all night. Got up this morning, she's all perky, ate all her food, and just back to her old self. Lord only knows what that dog got into. But anyway, we're off. 60 degrees here in Van Chulo land. Whoa, there's a truck right next to you.
Yep. Party red.
Well, Mama?
Yes, I have.
It was actually a pleasing ride. It actually sprinkled a couple of times, but whenever you hit the wipers, it was that light.
Yeah.
Some crazy guy in a Dodge pickup truck from Texas.
Oh man, he is all
going
over
90,
the road.
then he's going like 55.
And he's all
Oh,
over in his
man.
lane. I don't know what you're preoccupied with, but
He appeared to have a kid in the passenger seat that he kept. I don't know what he's doing, changing a diaper while he's going down the road. I have no idea what he's doing. But pull over, buddy, before you kill somebody or yourself or your kid.
yeah.
Goofballs. But anyway, other than that, we pass him because he goes so slow, and I look back and I just see the grill of this Dodge coming at me like twice our speed. But anyway, let's go in there and bust out a day's work.
All right, sounds good.
Thursday, only two more, Mama. Yep. Gotta have your little two thing there.
Yeah.
All right, Mama, let's roll.
All right.
All right, love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye now.
Bye.
So about to bust into this bad boy, get a clutch. I get in first thing this morning. I go up and get Kelly coffee and me apple cider, and I go past Matt's desk there, and he goes, "You Smoak." Jeez, I go, "Yeah." He goes, "You don't have that BMW taken apart yet, do you?" I said, "No, I didn't want to make a mess before I left, so I thought I'd tackle it first thing in the morning." He goes, "I need to go down and verify the VIN number." He goes, "I'm not sure I got the right VIN number in the RO, or I don't know what it was." He had to verify the VIN number, so he comes down to it's correct. He's all in a panic, so it's a good thing I didn't take it apart in case something was off. So I bought another 17 Pro quad lock case for Kelly. I'm going to use that chrome quad lock mount that I bought for the Road King for the 2024 road trip, the Sturgis trip. That thing worked great. And it's chrome, it looks good. It'll fit her bike nice, And the gentleman with the 24 Sea to Sky that I had to reset a suspension and stuff. That was I learned a little something new. Won't forget that one. But anyway, he was here with his KLE 500, and he popped the seat off, and he goes, "You got to get one of these, Smoak." He goes, and I've seen several people using these things, these little thunder boxes. What I'm going to do is I have two power leads underneath. When I hook that I forget what Harley calls it, but it's an accessory deal that for I don't even remember why I had it. I don't even remember. Oh, I had one. I had an extra one, and I put it in there for in the future for hooking Kelly up with her phone mount that charges. So I have a lead with a positive and negative that's just sitting in that tray. You can take the tank off. And there's that big plastic tray that runs up between the frame rails, and you open it up, it's just this box. What's nice is the wires aren't all wrapped. So you can, if you have a problem in the future, you got easy access to all those wires. And the case is sealed up enough that things aren't going to get in there and chew on them. But anyway, I'm going to use the chrome quad lock mount that I had on the Road King in 24 and I'm gonna get one of these Thunder Max, and I'm just gonna double side tape that in that little box, and run it, put a USB port somewhere on the bike, and the nice thing is it even comes with those little quick clip things. Those things work great. And anyway, I'll run a USB connector up there somewhere, because that one is one that has the mount. You plug the USB into that. The one I put on I kind of regret getting the one I did for the Pan America, because it's hardwired, and man, I had to find a safe way. I'm super critical about how things are wired up, so it took me forever to wire that thing, because you got that little hub underneath the seat where you can connect all that stuff into. It's really nice, but you got to get the wires back there, and I want everything to be so super clean. I don't want any, over the years, turning the handlebars back and forth, that something gets kinked, or God forbid you do it wrong and something snags it, it moves somehow or another and gets caught under something, and just end up with a mess. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do, set up Kelly's bike with power going up there. And I'll probably get one of those little, I don't know, I don't want to mount another one of those. You remember on the Road King, I had that little dongle on the bottom, and you could turn the USB power on and off, and it had 2 ports. I think it had 2 USB A's and 1 USB C. And anyway, I don't think I want to mount another one of those. I'll come up with something discreet. I love how the Slim, all the soft tails, have that little port on the steering neck off to the side. They flip the little lid and plug in. I really like how the classic 350, you guys probably don't even know it's there, but right underneath the clutch, of course it's a cable clutch, but underneath there is a little mount, and you open the little door and it's a USB port. And then the Slim, it's on the left hand side, but it's mounted on the side of the steering neck there, and it's nice and discreet too. You literally, same thing, you wouldn't know it's there. But I used that the day I rode the Slim home to power my phone, keep it charged up. But that'll be nice. She'll have some power up there. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna mount a USB thing. I don't want a 100-foot cable, and I don't want it band tape, because it's got the what they call the big bezel around the headlights at Harley. I forget the name of it. They got a name for it. Maybe it's a bezel. I don't remember. It seems like they got a different name for them. It's kind of like a Road King, but actually it's more like a lot of the older soft tails. It's not a big one-piece thing like the Road Kings are, but it's kind of tight in there, so you need to do it cleanly. But he let me take a picture while he was showing me that, and get one of those little thunder boxes. I've seen a lot of those. That's a really neat way to keep the wires nice and clean. Then you got the little junction box to just click in, and they're cool. You just flip them up and it opens a little door. You slide in, and it pierces the wire, and you get a good connection on them. And that'll make it nice and clean. I got a little carried away, and already got the new clutch in. Always make sure you leave that tool out so you see it. You want to make sure that thing is not in there. One, you can't get the clutch to go together, but still. This one wasn't that bad. And the oil didn't have that typical burnt smell, but they want. Yeah, I see an extra. I was looking at the brake pads, and they're pretty thin. And like good and thin. Well, there's a sack in there with a set of front pads and a set of rear pads, so I guess we're doing breakage on it too. On that, looking at that through the window, y'all are not gonna see it from here. It's not looking real real healthy up front. I have a feeling the brake fluid could be hard to tell with that, but you may need some braking fluid flush going on here too. Oh, somebody hit it with spray wax. That never works on motorcycles. But yeah, I'm going back together now. Kind of almost the biggest pain in the butt is cleaning all the, the old silicone or whatever they call it. Their sealer, some type of silicone of some sort. Got to get all them loose pieces out. You don't want any of that floating around and getting sucked up into something. And you apply it correctly so you don't make big bulges come out that will break free and plug something up. You want that oil to be flowing smoothly. I just kind of kick the cover up at the angle there to help it drain out. Get the garbage in there. I love the little notes you find in and stuff. I ought to think of something cool to say and write something in there. Maybe 100 years from now when I'm no longer a part of this world, somebody go, oh my Lord, some guy named Shawn was in here in 2026. Oh man, how the world has changed since then. But anyway, I got all that locked down. Oh, I need to, because if you don't back the pressure off, it's hard to get the tool out. So you just reach in here and knock it over a little bit. 150 Newton meters. You torque it. That's the nut on the inner boss, or the inner hub as it may be. You torque it you lube it down with BMW motor oil, and I just got a bottle of 1550 there. Wet it down with that. You torque it to 150 Newton meters, back it completely off, and then re-torque it to 150 Newton meters. And you're good to go. And then 10 Newton meters on the springs. It's got 3 springs in here, but like I've shown you before, this is one of those slipper gripper clutches, so it's got a really soft clutch, and it mechanically takes care of the rest. You grab a handful, it bites harder. If you back off too quick or downshift too quick, it'll back off and slip the clutch. Keep the rear wheel chatter from. I kind of like that. Well, I just grew up with it. Now they got computers and slipper clutches and all these things that help save you from yourself. Sometimes you don't feel like being saved, you know what I mean? But anyway, let me get back to her and get her busted out here. Don't have an oil filter. Said we had one. Well, they sold the last one we had. Well, that last one was supposed to go on this RO, or so I hear. So got more on the way. So I don't know if it could already be here, but that'd be a bummer to get it back together and not even be able to run it. Oh boy, you better keep the key away from it. And a big note on there, no oil. I don't want to put oil in it. It could end up oozing. I don't think it will, but it could ooze. The main thing is you don't want somebody to start it. Imagine putting the oil in there, even if it doesn't ooze out the oil filter, and somebody fired up. You ever seen? I've seen techs. They'll fire them up, and I mean it comes out of there like a water hose without a sprayer on the end of it. It just whoosh, whoosh. It's just big, like huge heart pulses comes flying out of these things. It don't matter what it is, Honda, Kawasaki, BMW. It's amazing the amount of oil they can push out of that oil filter when it ain't there. All right, let me get to her. There she is, all clutched up. I want to get started with it here at the end of the day, but we'll throw some brake pads and I need to check his brake fluid, see what condition that thing's in. oil filters will be here in the morning. Other than that, everything seems to be okity-kadokity. Imagine having those brake rotors on our old, bikes we had back in the early 80s. Oh, Lord. Just think the stopping power of this BMW probably far exceeds factory super bikes and stuff back in the day. Those things are probably comparable to what the MotoGP bikes were. It's crazy just how quick things evolve to the next level. Yeah, the thing cleared it. He's got one of his cords that kept trying to jump in front of that gasket surface area. Oh, well, now that I got everything torqued down, it'd probably not be a good idea for that thing to be in there, would it? I think I must have checked it about 5 times, though. But kind of a quiet day today. I mean, it was quiet customer-wise for me, but working with other techs and just the things you do throughout a day. Dadgummit. These gear wrench, snap ring, or push pin pliers. There's 2 of them that I have. One that goes pretty much straight, slight angle, and then these kind of a side grabbers. And I bought them as a set. And for the second time, I left one of these in the front trunk of a Spyder. Anyway, pretty sure I know where they look just like this, except for they kind of go straight. There's just a slight angle to them. And, yep. Pretty much pretty sure they're sitting in that front trunk. It was one of those things where you're pushing through, and I'm paying more attention to the bike than my own tools. One of the guys came down, they sold a Riker, but they wanted to take the panels. We're out of a panel kit color, so they wanted to take a set off of one that was sitting down here. And anyway, I went to go grab them. I go, oh no. It's one of those things you don't go through and double check your drawer every night and make sure everything's where they're supposed to be. I always I'm absolutely crazy about putting stuff exactly where it was. And so it's nice. You go through your drawers. I'll do a thing like, stick a screwdriver in a wrench drawer, or a wrench in the plier drawer, or something crazy like that. It's usually, someone comes, hey, Smoak. You get distracted and you just let go of what you had in your hand. It ends up in the wrong drawer. Well, I've gone through every drawer. I've looked everywhere. I pretty much know where it's at. So, ordered up another one. Cost me another $30 from Amazon. And I didn't get a set this time. I just got the one I need. And I guess that's the cost of working on stuff. You get them from a tool truck guy, and they're about $45. That's why we don't see any of the tool guys come by anymore. I mean, not a single one. And I don't need them. They really don't have anything, if I, need a compression gauge or something of that nature. You can buy those aftermarket too. Motion Pro. Every motorcycle dealer has Motion Pro. They're tools like that. Compression gauge, leak down, special tools for forks, all kind of special tools they have. You'd be amazed what they have. You just don't even... I haven't talked to a tool guy since a Cornwell guy. He ended up getting hurt. He had an ailment, and he ended up having to quit. And good Lord, that's probably been 3 years ago, maybe. And I don't need no tools from them. A specialty tool from the manufacturer, I'll buy one of those. But anything else, I can get from Amazon or Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight was, you guys remember there was some cheap stuff in there, but there's They're no joke now. Them Icon tools, them Icon wrenches and ratchets and all that stuff. Dude, I just couldn't imagine some kid starting out and buying a Snap-on set. Why? You know? But anyway. About time to wrap it up here. I'll see y'all at the house. Thanks for hanging around in the shop. Brought my phone tonight on the walk so I can get more realistic views. But now there's no storm in the hills, or everything's gonna be normal. It is beautiful out here. Holy moly. There are oddly clouds out there. If I had that grass was taller and there were some deer. So one day the deer had his head sticking up there and it didn't show up, so I just didn't even put it in the video. You couldn't even see it. I could tell where it was because I'd seen it. But, you know, I look over. Normally I can see way over in those fields over there, but yeah, the fields are hidden by the grass. Jet flying over. They always fly over that way. But Danny's heading on his route back. Guess I'll do the same. And man, it's beautiful out here though. Hear motorcycles, birds chirping, all them leaves in the tree. Sasha, you make it hard to film. I stop and sometimes you just want to keep going. Look at all the moss in those trees. But anyway, Danny will leave us if I don't attempt to keep up with him. I'll see him way down the road looking back at us. This is our look. Sasha and I and Danny running way out ahead. Yet another. I don't think we'll have a beautiful evening tomorrow. But when, oh, look. See the little white in there? That's the top of Mount Rainier, right in the dead center. It's too much going between the trees and that, but that's the top of Mount Rainier. Well, them swallows are sure going out here. So beautiful. Well, I'm gonna wrap it at that. Sasha and me are gonna head. Need to get that tail fixed. She keeps picking up them loose grass stuff there and it sticks in her little knotty tail. Need to have Kelly work on that. I still see more of it hanging to her. She runs that tail low. When she's excited, it goes up in the air like a husky. But anyway, we're gonna leave here and go to the pre-recorded goodbye, as we've been doing a lot of here lately. It just works out best, so we don't have to worry about doing it later. Just knock it out. We're just saying goodbye. But anyway, thanks for going for the walk, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Wow, stunning blue skies. Breathtaking, that's Sasha. All right. Well, hello there, you do. Much nicer coming home at, I think it was 71. Yeah. That's all I got to. It's like 69 going down the highway.
Yeah, that felt good.
Nice and comfortable. Nice sunshine. Whatever the rainy stuff was, that went away. It was just little sprinkles here and there. It was, I don't think it was raining here, but it was so foggy, everything was wet.
Yeah, everything got soaked this morning.
Yeah.
But the rain is coming. It's supposed to pour down rain Saturday. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it said Friday.
Yeah, like lightning and rain.
Oh, storm.
Yeah.
Oh, that, when I was showing you guys that stuff out in that storm thing out there, and it's crazy how that camera is so wide angle that it looked like nothing. It looked like 100 miles away. I'm telling you, that thing looked like it was in the backyard. And it looked threatening.
And it looked far away on the
camera.
camera.
I was videoing with the little DJI thing, and I was editing, and I go, that don't look like nothing.
Yeah.
That thing's brutal looking. Cameras do that. It's like GoPros and stuff, like, oh, that's a steep hill. And you look at it when you're done. It goes, it doesn't look steep at all.
Yeah.
They have like no sense of hills and elevation and stuff. But that's the way it is. But I think we're going to bounce out of that.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same Smoak time, same Smoak channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. Tomorrow's Friday, isn't it?
Yes.
Heck yeah. Bummer it's going to rain, though.
I know.
Nothing else will clean the windshield off.
That's true.
You know, you get those
Does work.
sun-baked ones in there, that can even be a fight.
Yeah.
You know, throw a towel in there and soak it or something for a while.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you then.
Appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.